Okay. All right. Let me hang. You want me to hang up or?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Good night, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. We're about to start. Well, I'm about to start. Thanks for joining on the second live of the Stone Podcast. And tonight is an interesting one. Something I think a lot of us can relate to. If there's anyone on who, let me know if you can hear me in the chat. Hello, Latoya. Oh, boy. Yeah. All right, things that you can do to limit the chances of success in your life. This is not going to be in chronological order. It's just things that I've realized during through the years of making mistakes and going through stuff on my own and learning from those mistakes. And hopefully, we all can learn from each other and we can recognize our mistakes and do better with our lives due to making better decisions. And all right. All right, I'm going to start. All right, things that a man can do to limit his chance of success in life. As I said before, not in chronological order, just things that I've noticed. One of those things is not taking your education seriously enough. This is something that I experienced myself. I didn't apply myself as much as I could have. I think that can limit you because when you get out of the workforce, what tends to happen is that then you really start being challenged by people who are not necessarily in your group of graduates, people who might not necessarily be in your neighborhood, who did take their education seriously. And, that can be a hindrance to you also. I also think, don't slack around. Make sure that you graduate from school. Make sure you graduate from high school at least. The minimum, okay? Whether you go into higher education, that's up to you, but make sure that you graduated from high school. Another thing is take your time to have children. Make sure that you have children with the right person. Not having children with the right person can really affect your life, okay? Due to finances, all right? And especially, when I was younger, I didn't put any real emphasis on getting married. And what I've learned is that not just getting married, but having someone there who matches you as far as how you want to raise your children and things of that sort, that can affect how it is that you achieve success also. You need someone there to help you. So running around having multiple children with multiple different women, paying multiple different women money to support the household wherever your kids are. It's very difficult to spread yourself like that, right? So in hindsight, I think it's best that you take your time. That's one. Get married, and also to make sure that you have someone in your corner that, want to raise kids the way that you want to raise kids. I think it's very important as far as success, because if that doesn't work, the next step would be taking care of kids in multiple households. That it just gets very difficult to do that for any man. It doesn't matter about how much resources you have. It can set you up for disaster, right? Another thing is having certain vices that you might have, right? Gambling, taking drugs. Another form of gambling that has sprung up during the recent is day trading, right? A lot of people are day trading, and a lot of people are going broke doing it, right? That could ruin your chances of success, because you could be possibly spending your savings, spending your investments, because day trading is not investing. What it is really gambling. There's a study that came out that said from Etoro, E-T-O-R-O, they found that 80% of day traders lose their money over a course of a year. 80% of day traders lose money over the course of a year, within the median loss of 36.30%. And also 70% of those individuals will lose all their money within 2 years. So as I said, that's not investing, that is gambling. And that's something that can set you up for not having success within the trajectory of your life. Also, playing the lotto and stuff, that could also become a hindrance, because that is gambling, right? And many people, you think you're going to win. Everybody thinks they're going to win. And if you pay attention to statistics, you'll soon figure that it's actually easier to become an NBA basketball player than to win the lottery. So somebody's going to win, but chances are it won't be you, even though you feel as if that you're going to win. So be careful with that. Another thing is getting locked up, becoming a part of the judicial system. Many times you have to think about decisions that you're making. And when we're young, there's a lot of things that we can do that can affect the rest of our lives. So think before you do things, and assess situations before you get involved in them, because if you get wrapped up in the judicial system, that's going to really affect you, because it prohibits you, not prohibits, but it prevents you from getting certain jobs as you get older, because you have a record. And depending on what you want to do with your life, it could be a problem, because it's going to affect the amount of money that you make compounded through years. Not to say that you can't, not to say that you'll never be able to get a job and do better. It's just that it's going to affect you to a certain degree. All right? But I think it could be a positive too. Not getting arrested could be a positive, but the way I see it is, say for example, you have a record, right? And this is, say you're not in jail. I think that it could also, you could find positives in that also. Becoming an entrepreneur, right? You have to now depend upon yourself to make the kind of money or have the kind of success that you would like to have. So I think that could be a positive, depending on how you choose to look at the outlook of your life. Another thing is lack of ambition, right? it's great to be smart, but what if you do not have ambition? That could really ruin your life, right? Because you need to work, you need a form of work ethic, and I think that you need to have ambition in order to succeed in life, right? Think about how it is that you like for your life to be and work towards that, right? Because life is short and we should all always strive to do the best that we can in anything that we do. So I don't know if there's anybody that want to add anything to that conversation, but I don't want to take up too much time, but these are some of the things that I think about that can limit our success as individuals and men as time goes by. All right? So make sure you take your education seriously, graduate from high school, don't get caught up in the criminal justice system. Try your best not to have kids with multiple women, right? Getting a divorce, that could really become a hindrance to you, right? I wouldn't say most, but a lot of men who are married getting a divorce destroys their life, financially and spiritually, right? Because divorce is a traumatic event, so we should constantly try not to put ourselves in those kind of situations. So it's very, very important who it is that you choose to marry and choose to have your kids with, because it's one of the most important, probably the most important decision that you ever make in your life is who you marry. It could make or break you as an individual, and it could become a success or a detriment to your life based on who it is that you choose to build your life with. So let's be very careful of who we choose to be with. And also, lack of ambition. Make sure you have ambition and you work towards something and do the best that you can with the life that you have. And don't be lazy. Have a sense of urgency about what it is that you want to accomplish. Make a plan and stick to the plan, even when it's difficult, even when things are hard, because things are going to come up, and work towards it. And that's it. Thanks for joining, and enjoy the rest of your day. Just a quick live. Next time I'll be on next week Wednesday at 9:30. I'm gonna try to start doing this a little bit earlier, because I do realize that people have bedtimes, especially individuals with kids and stuff like that. And I would like to be on a time where I could have some kind of communication. So if it's possible, in the comments you could put what times would probably be appropriate for live. This is my second one, and I want them to get better. And I want you to be a part of it. So please feel inclined to give suggestions and recommendations. Anything would be appreciated. Well, until next time, bye. Enjoy yourself and enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.